Thank you for trusting Deb and I with one of the biggest responsibilities in our church, stewardship. We joke a lot, and we love to make people laugh. But underneath that, we take this role to heart. Because talking about money isn't just about numbers, it's about soul work. And speaking of money, today I want to talk about something that used to absolutely terrify me: money. Not just made me uncomfortable, terrified. I didn't want to look at my bank account. I didn't want to open bills. I didn't want to see the numbers because they felt like judgment. Money carried so much fear and shame for me. Like, if I looked too closely, I'd have to face all the ways that I wasn't enough. For a long time, I carried that fear, the kind that sits in your stomach and keeps you up at night wondering, will there be enough? Enough for the bills? Enough for my family? Enough for me? And somewhere along the way, I realized that fear wasn't just about money. It was about love. It was about trust. It was about believing that I was safe enough in this world to both give and receive. My self-love journey and my money journey have always been intertwined. For years, I struggled with both, with finding love, with finding stability, with learning how to take care of myself. I used to think that being generous meant giving until I had nothing left. I gave to everyone except myself. And that kind of giving doesn't lead to joy, it leads to exhaustion. Through a lot of healing, I learned something sacred. Money is another form of love. Its energy is meant to move, to nourish, to build, and to bless. When I hold it with fear, it tightens. But when I hold it with trust, it flows. I've run my own business for years, and it's been one of my greatest teachers. When you own a small business, you come face to face with trust every day. Trusting that clients will show up, trusting that you can pay your team, that all of your blood, sweat, and tears kind of work actually matters. I've lived through some pretty scary seasons when I didn't know if I could keep it going. I've also experienced some of my biggest blessings in the world from owning a business and employing some truly exceptional healers and be able to do what I was put on this planet to do. But through all of it, I've learned how to stand in both faith and responsibility, how to honor the practical and the spiritual at the same time. That realization of love and flow and trust is what led me here to Emmauel. This church has been a living classroom for me about what love looks like in action. How faith doesn't erase fear, it transforms it. How generosity grows from grace, not guilt. And that kind of generosity isn't just about money. It's also about giving our time and talents and doing it from a healed place. These days, I give a lot of time to Emmauel. My husband gets mad about it. But it doesn't feel like the old kind of giving that left me drained. It feels like joy, like alignment, like part of the same beautiful flow. I have friends who tithe, and I look at them truly inspired and think, how do you do that? How do you give away 10% and still feel safe? But over time, I've come to see it differently. Tithing isn't about losing something. It's about reaching a place of deep trust and love. It's the moment you realize, I'm not giving out of fear anymore. I'm giving because I know that I'm held. It's about saying, God, I believe in the flow. I believe there will be enough for me, for others, for the world. When I started working on stewardship, I realized that giving to the church isn't about guilt or obligation. It's about alignment. It's a spiritual practice that invites us to say, God, I trust you enough to share what I have because I know that love multiplies when it moves. For me, giving now feels like an act of self-love and community love. It's a way of saying I am part of something bigger and I want to help keep it alive. Every dollar and every hour and every gift of talent that moves through Emmauel becomes prayer in action. It becomes music, laughter, warmth, belonging, and hope. It builds this church, brick by brick, heart by heart. So when I fill out my pledge card this year, it won't feel like a transaction. It'll feel like a prayer, a thank you, a letting go, a reminder that I am no longer ruled by fear, because I trust the flow of love that flows through this beautiful church of Emmauel. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.